Feelings of imposter syndrome and feelings of feeling lonely is a combo that is so common. And I'm going to make 2 videos about loneliness. Today, this one, and I will make another one next week. So if you are experiencing feelings of loneliness, despite the fact that you are very successful, you've got family, you might have children, grandchildren around you, and still deep down you have got this feeling of feeling lonely, I want you to know that it makes complete sense. And it's not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to be embarrassed about. It's not something to push away, but it's something to explore from the place of curiosity, from the place of compassion, and from the place of love. And when I say that it makes complete sense, this is why it makes complete sense. When we experience imposter syndrome, the feeling is we are not good enough, right? And this feeling very often, this fear, this belief very often runs our life, literally our whole life. And so we learn to use the identities or the roles or the masks that literally help us to survive in the world and help us to become very often very successful on the outside. So there is nothing wrong with the masks that we are using. There is nothing shameful. It's nothing wrong with achieving a lot of stuff. But when we experience imposter syndrome, what happens is that we sometimes, not sometimes, we always kind of lose the touch of who we are below those masks, below those identities. And we adopt these identities, and this is where we think this is who we are, this is who we become. But this feeling of loneliness that you are experiencing, despite the fact that you have got everything that you wanted, and still this feeling is still there, that's the message that you have disconnected from your true essence. And so if you are listening to this video, or if you start being curious about why am I experiencing this feeling of being lonely, that's a clear invitation that something beautiful is opening up for you, and you are ready to start exploring who you are below those masks, very gently, very, as I said, compassionately. But this is the most beautiful journey that you can go on. And once you do start connecting with yourself and you start showing up one tiny step at a time in the world from the place of who you truly are, everything changes. The business starts blossoming, the relationships start changing, how you feel about yourself, the energy that you show up in the meetings from changes. So that's really the key to living the authentic life. But if you are experiencing imposter syndrome, and if you have been running with the masks and the roles for years, this needs to be a slow, gentle journey, nothing radical, right? So it's coming from the place of curiosity. And this is a big part of work that I do with my clients. And I work with a very accomplished clients, mostly senior female leaders that really have got it all from the outside. Beautiful families, money, title, career, all the jazz. And they reach the point of their lives when they start being curious about, okay, if I just take time and I start looking, who am I below those masks, what's going to come up? And so if you are on that journey, I want to send you loads of love, and I want to congratulate you, because this is the biggest journey that we are all on. And if you want help with holding safe space for you on that journey, you know where I am, just let me know. And with that, as always, I'm sending you so much love.